Hello and welcome to the Understanding Narcissist YouTube channel. This episode is going to be about a very important, another fundamental idea I try to teach all of my students and teach all of my readers and viewers and I guess listeners in the future if I get a podcast or something. Anyway, really something I like to drive home is that, and you already know this emotionally, but it's not something that is iterated enough, that you hear enough, and you need to keep hearing it to really understand it and absorb it, so you're able to act given this piece of knowledge. You're able to act and make good decisions with this piece of information, which is narcissists are not a single isolated incident. They aren't. They are prolific in their abuse and who they hurt over the course of their entire lives. But what's worse is that they instill this dysfunction in us so that we pass it on, inadvertently making more of them in some way or another. But in short, passing along that dysfunction and hurting other people down the family line. And that's a complex process, the way it happens. So to explain every inch of it, I'm not capable of doing that. All the endless possibilities of how it's going to hurt people. All I know is it's going to hurt people. And I don't just mean the next generation. I mean generations down the line. That's one of the reasons you see dysfunctional families. Big dysfunctional families. And it continues, from the children to their children to their children's children, that kind of thing. And it's really painful to watch. Now, at the current state of human civilization, we don't live for hundreds of years yet. It'll probably start happening relatively soon. But so we die off, but the damage is still done, and that's going to be in our progenitors. Everybody who inherits, the tradition and legacy that we pass on and pass down the family. That's something that's so. I'm not trying to make it sound as epic as it is. It is epic, and it is something we should all be considering in our choices. It's kind of like in another video when I talked about the enabler who is enabling the narcissist, but says, "Hey, I'm tough. I can take it. It's my children I'm concerned about." It's like, well, what they're doing to you, what the narcissist does to you, you're gonna pass it on to the children inadvertently. You're not gonna know because the narcissist is changing you. They're manipulators by nature, not by nature, but in this case, I'm just gonna say by nature. That's what they do, and you're gonna do it too. You're gonna pass it on, and your children are gonna pick up, whatever you give them. They're gonna take that, and they're gonna do their best with it. Hopefully, if they're not narcissistic, and because that's really the worst part is it's not just carrying on these bad feelings and dysfunctional behaviors. You produce other narcissists, and that's the worst thing you can do, because you can love them, but they're going to do what I've described in all these videos, and they're going to enjoy doing it, and they're going to manipulate you and everybody else down the line. And that's something I really want people to understand. In all the watching any previous videos I've done, watching all the videos I plan to do in the future, how important and how pervasive this is. It really is a disease. It's like an infectious pathology. Not necessarily the narcissism itself, but the damage it causes. It's extremely destructive. It causes untold amounts of pain to people who can't really sit and talk about it because, hey, we're not going to be taught how. We're not going to sit. There's not a lot of people who want to sit and talk about all the horrible things that happened to them in childhood and have to acknowledge it. That's a lot of work. Life's already a lot of work. They don't need a whole lot more piled on top of it. But remember that concept because it's true, and it's universally true too. It's not just probably the reason for most of the ills of our world, or people not acknowledging what's wrong with them, not being able to express themselves, not being able to talk about it. Now, there's a lot of people who are just, sad to say, evil beings who like to cause harm. There's nothing you can do about them, but most of us aren't. Most of us are good, and we're capable of doing good. We want to do good, but we don't know how. We need to help each other in that respect. So I guess that's kind of my rallying cry. But thank you for watching. Like this video, share it with other people. I think this is a really important topic I'd like to see get discussed too. Got a lot of smart commenters, and I'm really appreciative of everybody. I also like having you at my back so that when I do make a mistake, people can catch me on it. But keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to start participating in the comment section more. Just been busy with other stuff, but I want to do that because that's going to be a lot of fun. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Have a great day. Bye.